Rick, we just talked to Brock, and he said that he thought your group got too comfortable after the first period. Is that what you thought too?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was enough guys who probably said it and owned up to it. So there's really not much for me to rip on those guys. They know what happened tonight, and we got to move on.
Is there a particular area of the game that you felt fell off after the first?
Well, I mean, Calgary, they wanted it more, and they played faster than us, and that's what happens. It just kind of snowballed, right? Management of the puck, things like that. A little bit too much. I think a couple players even said it. A little too much summer hockey. A lot of battles they were winning. That's really what it comes down to. And plus we gave up 6 goals. It's a lot of goals. Think about.
Rick, power play gets a good start tonight.
Yeah.
First and second unit, something you talked about wanting to address in the offseason, getting the second unit going. How good is that for their confidence just to start like that?
Yeah, no, it's we've worked on some of the stuff and some of the stuff that on the goals it worked. So we'll continue to work at it. Yep.
Rick, when you consider what the first 20 minutes look like and then the rest of it,
Sure.
Is it tough to react, especially when it's your first game of the year, when you have 20 minutes that are almost exactly the way you would have drawn it up and 40 that are almost the exact opposite?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to overact the first game. I mean, we were heavy in training camp of a lot of transitional and stuff, and I was a little worried about this because we got away from our identity. I didn't think we won. What play without the puck was not good. I mean, that's a year and a half go hockey. So it's only one game. Our identity, we got to be careful here because we are a good team without the puck. And I thought we didn't protect the guts of the ice. Guys were swinging. Things like that does not win. So, but like I said, it's the first game. I got to take a little bit of the blame because I was really heavy this year in training camp of the transitional and that. And we did D-zone drills, but not as much as we did last year. Now, like I said, it's one game, so I'm not going to. Players know they got to be in certain spots. They weren't. If it's a trend for 4 or 5 games, I'd be worried. But it's one game, and we'll sharpen up tomorrow.
Rick, on the penalty kill, your team did pretty well at managing these shots. What did you think of kind of how your team was able to react to Calgary's power play on the kill? Yeah, no, I thought the special teams really got us a point, if you think of it. Like, if we didn't have power plays or penalty kills, 5-on-5, they beat us. So this whole specialty teams was good. So that's a positive for us tonight.
Well, the play of Artie, I know that there's been talk about shots from distance and seem to struggle again in that area tonight.
Yeah, I got to look at some of the goals. We'll talk to Marco. Yeah, that's something that you just continue to work on. We'll work on that sort of stuff. I got to look at the goals. If he saw it, I can't right now know that. Yeah.
I know that Forbert and Desharnais were on the ice, I think, for 3 goals, and you split them up at times in the third. What's your thoughts on that pairing and just their ability to keep up at times?
Yeah, I think in general, I think we were getting stripped a little bit. Our D. We weren't moving the puck quick enough. Calgary, when they were behind a little heavy forecheck, sometimes you just got to move the puck and get it out and then chase the puck down. And I think we were holding it too long, got stripped. So, like I said, we'll work on that sort of stuff.
Rick, the lack of intensity the last 40 minutes,
Yeah.
You surprised by that, considering the fact that opening night, usually you have too much juice, not enough?
Well, I think, no, I mean, obviously with this team, you're a little surprised, but it's going to happen. I think we just got too comfortable. We had 3 power play goals. I think everybody thought it was going to, be a lopsided win. And Calgary didn't give up, put their work boots on, and that's when you got to do the same. So am I surprised? No, I mean, they worked hard. We just didn't match their effort. But like I said, it's one game, and it's a good, a learning lesson that, this is NHL hockey. You got to be ready. Anybody can beat you at any time if you're not ready. And if you just got to respect the game a little bit. But like I said, I mean, hey, good for us to tie it up there at the with a minute. That was a big. I'm trying to look at the positives. It's like I said, it's the first game.
Seemed to be a couple of their goals where a player is stepping in from the point into the middle, and your wingers are losing them on that switch sometimes when players are coming up high. What were you seeing in those instances where
Yeah.
players were losing their check off the point?
Well, yeah, they did the switch, and what we're doing is we're going like this. You got to come underneath. If we go underneath, there's no goal in that one. You think, I don't want to name the guy, but if he just comes underneath, there's no goal. There's a couple other coverage things. One other place, two guys go to the puck, it gets in front of our net, they score. If the guy just stays where he's supposed to, it's little things like that. We usually don't make those mistakes, and we're probably gonna have to start. We'll work on the other stuff, but we're gonna definitely do some more D zone coverage stuff. Until I'm comfortable with that sort of stuff. And you're right, the wingers got to get. We have to get out to their points a little harder too, and block instead of I think a couple of goals. Our weak side winger was playing too wide. He should be in the middle, and that's another thing that probably wouldn't have scored on goal if we had the guy we were supposed to be. So it's just the guys are off like 5 feet here and there. And like I said, so we talked about that summer hockey. We got to get out of that summer hockey.
Or is this
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.